أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه ومن تبعه وولاه وسلم تسليما كثيرا. أما بعد, my dear brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. I ask Allah Azza wa Jalla to bless this morning for us, the second day of Ramadan, mashallah, and that Allah Azza wa Jalla grant us the blessing of this day, protect us from anything that would harm us in this day. Allahumma ameen. And we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as He give us a chance to pray the Salat al-Fajr and observe another day of fasting, to be pleased with us. We ask Allah Azza wa Jal to guide us along the straight path and make us among those who listen and follow the best of what they listen to. Our series after Salat al-Fajr, this few minute series, is about trials. We are in a trial now. Whether we recognize that or not, it is a trial, it's a test, it's a calamity, it is a pandemic, it is something that all human beings are struggling with and suffering from in all aspects: financial, physical, moral, faith. You believe it or not, it tests everybody's faith, it tests everybody's worship, it tests everybody's social interaction, social relationship, morals as well. So basically our morals are under pressure. You are trying your best to be a truthful person, an honest person, a person with dignity, a person with integrity, a helper to others, a person who give advice, who take advice, a gentleman, a good sister. All of this you believe you are, and you convince yourself to be, and act upon it. There's no doubt you're acting upon it and you're trying your best to be that. But when would you really recognize yourself as such? Is at the time of trial, when you are under pressure, not only when you are at ease. That's why we were always saying the best charity is one when you are struggling financially. The best salah is when everybody's asleep. The best ibadah is when everybody's heedless. We now know the value of the masjid when we are not able to go, and so on and so forth. So that's why in the Quran and the Sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, you will find always that the morals are tested when there is hardship. وَلَنَبْلُوَنَّكُمْ, and we surely will test you. Bala means test. وَلَنَبْلُوَنَّكُمْ حَتَّى نَعْلَمَ الْمُجَاهِدِينَ. We will know the real mujahideen, the real ones who strive and struggle for the sake of Allah. وَالصَّابِرِينَ, and those who are patient. وَنَبْلُوا أَخْبَارَكُمْ. Jihad was sabr. Sabr is like to focus and to control yourself to do a certain thing or not to do a certain thing, to keep your stance. That's the sabr. Al-mujahada is to strive, is to do an action. So those are the two clearest ones that will appear under the time of pressure. When you are required to act, that is when you will judge whether you are acting or not. When you are required to be silent, then silence will value. When you are required to talk, then talk will value. When you are required to be brave, that is when bravery will value. When you're required to be truthful, that is when truth will be value. من المؤمنين رجال صدقوا ما عاهدوا الله عليه. صدقوا ما عاهدوا الله عليه. يعني Allah Azza wa Jalla speaking in the past tense. From the believers, there are people who already were truthful with Allah on what they committed the covenant with Allah. When was that? When they died. So they were described as truthful with what they promised Allah when they died. They said, I will die for the sake of Allah, and they died. He's truthful now. So they went through the hardship. That's why somebody was asking me, these people have a successful marriage. I said, how do you know that? Successful marriage so far, from what you see outside, Successful marriage when both die or one of them dies. That's when you said that was a successful marriage, because they strived and until it ends. And you say that this person lived a life of a scholar. Is he still alive? Yeah, but you don't know. إن الحي لا تؤمن عليه الفتنة. يعني the people before, they said take your knowledge from those who passed away, because those who are alive still having a possibility of going through a fitna. So in brief, my brothers and sisters, trials will show the real and actual shine of a person, or actual rust. So it will show. So at the time of trial, you find people looting, and you will find people protecting others' property. You find people lying to get something that they don't deserve, and you find people saying the truth even if they lose everything. You find people who are honest regardless, and people who are dishonest regardless. Yes. And the people who are dishonest regardless. So that's why, my brothers and sisters, we need to understand that at this time of trial, this time of COVID-19, we need to show the best of our actions. Patience, truthfulness, honesty, integrity, all of those things that will show how good of Muslims we are. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us among those who listen and those follow the best of what they listen to. And inshallah, Rabbil Alameen, we'll continue with sabr. Next time, inshallah, sabr. So I want you to recite as many verses as you can about sabr. Search it in the books, search it in Quran, search it in Sunnah. Make it like an assignment. We'll talk about it in a few sessions, inshallah. Because I know everybody said sabr, 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 but really we do not know that this is a great tool for us to be a great Muslim, inshallah. Rabbil Alameen. Jazakumullah khairan. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.